Okay, good day. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to do just a real quick finish up to my week off. We're going to do a tour through the shed of the tractors, what I have done, what I have ready to go. I've got the Moline threshing show in Minnesota in 2 weeks. So not next weekend, but the weekend after. And then the weekend after that is Now Then, which is a Minneapolis Moline feature, which is what I'm really trying to get all of this done for. And I've already determined that I'm not going to make my goal of having the 445, the 335, the ZAU, and the RTE done. The only thing I think I'm not going to get done is the RTE. I haven't done much with that. I've been focused on this. I've got it to the point now where over the next week and a half I can focus on just the cultivator portion of the ZAU. And hopefully I've at least got that done. Everything else as of right now is running well and is ready to go. So I'm gonna take you through this video. It's gonna be a relatively short one, and then the next one that you'll see is everything getting loaded and ready for Moline and probably the trip over there. So let's take a look. We've got the ZAU with the roller lift bracket, the pneumatic cylinder, all fully functional. It's clean and it's ready to go. Outside of that, nothing really special happened with this one. Next up, the BF Avery. I got this one down here today. I got it clean. Did a little bit of touch up on it. This paint job is 9 years old. It's starting to fade a little bit. I did purchase a carburetor for it last year. I found out that it had the wrong carb on it. It never really ran well. I bought the new carb. Put it on last year. It ran phenomenal. It ran better than it ever has. But there were two problems. One, the carburetor was green, and two, I had a frost plug that had rusted through and blown out on us last year at Moline. So I finally got around to fixing that today. I don't know. Let's see if we can get in there, and there it is, brand new frost plug. So she's filled back up with antifreeze and it is ready to roll. I took the carburetor off so I could give it a coat of red because I did not want to bring it over there with green paint again. Other than that, she's ready to roll. I'm going to charge the battery and we'll be good. And we'll come around to the other side. Where we have the 445. Now, I did a video on the 445, so you're pretty much up to speed as to what was wrong with it and how I fixed it. I did get the cover on the battery so that it somewhat matches the 335, and I don't have to deal with corrosion on the posts all the time. And that is sitting on the charger right now. So that one is going to do a nice deep cycle overnight, and then tomorrow afternoon after work, I'll flip the charger to one of the other ones. I'm doing a little bit of touch-up work on it. I'm putting some new decals on it. The old decals are all worn out. So getting that up to date. Later on this week, I am going to put a coat of red on my chrome emblems. I never did it originally. I didn't, when I restored this one 10 years ago, I just started getting into it. I didn't know that that's how they were supposed to be. And I always kind of personally like the chrome look better than the red, but now that I have the 335, again, I want them to match, and I did paint the other ones for the 335 red. So this one is essentially ready to go, and this video is going to be titled The Debut of the 335. It is 100% complete. and this is what it looks like. Minus the towel. Got the headlights on. I've got all the decals painted. Decals are on. I have heard two different ways. Now this is a 1957. This is the 16th unit that was built in 1957. They started building these in 1956. Okay, so my understanding is the older units would have had the pressed steel Minneapolis Moline logo and the pressed steel 335. So my 445 has the pressed steel. This, I believe, should have had pressed steel 335. Now, some people say that they never did a 335 with pressed steel. They say that they did it all with stickers. I don't believe that, because I've seen 335s that had the original side panels that had the holes for the rivets for the pressed steel. And then I've seen people that say that there was pressed 335 badges. Problem is, I have never seen one. I have watched and watched and watched and have never come across one. So my solution was to make this a magnet. So I have the holes for the rivets for the pressed steel should I ever find it, but for right now that's just going to live as a decal, as the magnet. And that'll be the way that it is. You see the exhaust turned out really nice. Take you back to the operator platform. The dash turned out fantastic. I'm so happy that I found that thing. I did give it a Minneapolis Moline sticker back on the seat. That was not original, but I stuck one on the 445 because I had the wrong seat to begin with. And it was just a nice spot for that great big MM sticker, so I figured I'd do it on this one too. Again, part of the theme is to keep these two as similar as possible, but then be able to talk about the differences, which there are so many. Okay, you're not going to get to hear it run today, but the next video, when I load everything up, you'll get to see it run and drive and all that good stuff. So keep an eye open for that. I can't tell you the sense of fulfillment there is when you finish a project that took you 6 years. And I thank everybody that has followed the playlist and that has shared in the amount of work that's gone into it and the ups and downs and everything it took to get it to this point. So for those of you that have followed the channel, I thank you very much. For those of you that are clicking for the first time, I don't plan on stopping here. I've still got the RTE that needs to be completed. There's going to be plenty of Minneapolis Moline content with implements or maybe even more tractors when I decide what my next project's going to be and when I'm actually ready to get back into it. But I think I'm going to be taking a break from the big projects for a while, because this one got to be tedious, to say the least. Alright, so that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take your foot off the clutch.